In this video, we're going to be talking about the text editors that you can use for developing with PHP programming. But just so you know, you can use any text editor that you want to use. If you want to use Notepad++, you can. Sublime, anything as long as you can save it as PHP file extension. However, using text editors like VS Code and Sublime can help you a lot with programming because Notepad is not really meant for programming. Sure, you can type codes in there, but you won't be able to do things like auto-completion of code, indentions, and so on. So right now, we'll talk about VS Code and Sublime. Alright, so let's start with Sublime. Sublime is a text editor that provides a quick and easy way to organize and write codes. One of the good features of Sublime is the package control. Alright, so what is this package control? Package control is kind of like similar to VS or Visual Studio's extension marketplace where you can install plugins like Emmet to help you write HTML codes faster. Of course, there are a lot more plugins available for Sublime Text Editor, but the only thing that I don't like about Sublime is that they don't really have a built-in debugger. And so if you're just doing front-end programming, then Sublime might be a great editor for you. Next is VS Code. I've been using VS Code for years now, and what I love about this editor is the terminal. That's the best feature that they offer, at least in my own opinion. Unlike Sublime, VS Code has a built-in debugging support, which is really great, especially if you're working with Node.js. So far, there's nothing that I don't like about VS Code. Everything is just perfect for developing, and so if you're looking for a code editor, I'd suggest using VS Code right away. That way, you'll get used to it immediately, and when you start developing web applications using Laravel or Node.js, then you'll know exactly where to go and what features to use. Alright, so with all of that being said, we're going to be using VS Code for this course. If you don't have it yet in your computer, just navigate to your browser and search for VS Code. And right here, you should then be able to access their official website. And here you can just download it by clicking the download for Windows, or if you're using a different platform, then you can just click this drop down button and you can download it for Mac OS, for Windows, for Linux. So since I'm using Windows, of course, I'm just going to click the download for Windows button. And that should start downloading VS Code for Windows. And then once you have it installed in your computer, run it and you should have the following window. Alright, so now that we're here in VS Code, what we need to do first is to access our XAMPP docs folder. So let's open our terminal. And here we can just access that by using the command cd or change directory. And then we'll just access the C drive, and that should be inside the XAMPP folder. And we'll just access htdocs folder. And that should change the directory to the following path. And then here we can just create a new folder and we'll call this we'll use mkdir command and we'll just call this folder PHP course project. And we'll just press enter and we can just access that by using the command cd or change directory and type the folder. So PHP course project. Or actually we can access that as well by going to file and then by selecting open folder. And then we can just access that by typing here, C, not projects, it should be XAMPP. And here we can just type, we can just select htdocs and that should be over here, PHP course project. And we'll just select folder. And that should open the folder. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to create a new file inside our project folder. To do that, we can just click this button, new file, and we can name it by typing index.php and press enter, and that should create a new file over here where you can edit or you can type here PHP open tag and you can just save it. Now, every PHP file starts with the following PHP tags. However, PHP can also accept HTML tags. And so another thing that I really liked about VS Code is that it allows you to create HTML tags or templates just by creating or just by typing exclamation mark and by pressing enter. And that should give you the following template. Now, it doesn't mean PHP should always start with PHP tags. PHP can also start with HTML and then you can just create PHP tags between the body tags. or you can add PHP underneath HTML tags, or you can put it right above the HTML tag. So it's just a matter of where you want it to be. So if you can actually we can just do it inside a body tag, and then here we can just type echo and then hello world. And if we save this and open our front end local host, we can just replace dashboard with the folder. So we have PHP course project. And if we press enter, as you can see, it displayed hello world. And if we open our inspector window, our elements, as you can see, we also have the following HTML. In the next video, we're going to be taking a look at variables.